was good. That one already processed. Yeah, I noticed that there's a couple of new public internet things you can get out here too, which is good. When I was in Albuquerque in 2019, the whole city has free internet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Dedham does too, unless they shut it off. That was years ago. It might depend where you are in Dedham. Right. So I guess if you want free internet, you need to move to those areas. That's what I would say. Just like homeless people go where the internet is. You guys can do it too. Since you refuse to stay safe, you don't need internet for free in your house. You already get internet for $15 a month. I didn't even realize that. Why would you need it free? I mean, really? You can't pay $15 a month? I'm paying $32 a month for storage. You go to food pantries, you have SNAP cards. Some of you get voucher things too. You got the Project Bread that cut me off. You just go, okay. Never, ever, not a penny of food did I get from them. She never used the gift card. She gave me all my mail. I could see the things were in the envelope and I threw them in the trash because they expired. And then one went to Broad Street, which someone probably threw in the trash when they realized they couldn't steal it and use it. And then one was supposed to, I think, one was supposed to go to Boylston Street, but they shut me off. They sent me a text and said, "Well, since I don't have, it says I don't have insurance, so they shut me off." They're fucking criminals. Because Dr. Dental said I have well sense and I don't have mass health. And then my therapist goes, "What?" That doesn't make any sense. No, it's not you. It doesn't make any sense. No, it does, but it doesn't. Like, me, I wouldn't go to Dr. Dental again after that. Mass Health used to straight out deny my coverage, and they would still clean my teeth and give me dental work because they knew that something was wrong, so they did it anyway. So now they're not going to do that. It's probably not good to go there. Right. That's when they were in Quincy. Now they're in Central. And then I explained about Quincy Dental. They refused to clean my teeth too. I wouldn't go there either. They wanted to give me a crown without even cleaning my teeth. Like a horrifying mafia. They probably would have cleaned my teeth if I agreed to let them charge the insurance for a crown. Any criminal act just seems okay to do nowadays. It's very disturbing to the stupid that just stayed in the system and did what you were told and you told the truth. I know a rage starts to begin too, people that won't lie. I know that too. And then some of them are going to force something until you force to tell some sort of a lie. It's what I was talking about, like you're experiencing homelessness. And then you're going to agree that everybody hates. Not they're against hate. Nope. Because now, after they went on a fury and did topsy turvy to a country, and that they're all going to act like they're good and stuff now because it had to do with the economic tear. You're good at doing this to people. That's insane. Because they don't believe in freedom. They don't want a system gone. They want to be like an elite class that does nothing, and then there's an underling. That's all that was. Not they wanted everybody free. They would have just done what I said, and everybody would have been free. It's really that simple. Not we barter. We don't do trade and barter. Not everybody helps everybody. Nope. Your system is not really set up so that people can't help each other, by the way. It's called volunteering. Okay. You can volunteer if you want to help other people. The system is set up to protect people from what is going on right now. That's set up like that. I'm not sure if that's what they mean by Nazi re-education, but it probably is. Re-educating you to be a psychopath. Okay. And then you're taking people that are morally upright and meek, and most of them some are competent enough to, live on their own. And you're putting them in these shelters and you're trying to re-educate us into your mind thought when you're mentally insane. What is it you think you're teaching us? Yeah, all I can think about is a female gorilla that grew up and murdered off her mother and then sits around trying to be a mother to other apes that are already grown, trying to teach because she wasn't the teacher. It may have started out that way. It could have been a gorilla that didn't have any offspring. That wasn't fair. It could have been a gorilla because she didn't have any offspring. She thought she was a male gorilla. Just hanging out in Sodom, I just saw a person I know. She just was released from South Shore Hospital. Now she has a fucking walker because apparently she fell down, so they just released her right back out to the street to a grocery store because she has nowhere else to go. Medical tape on her arm, a walker, her medical bag, and a hospital blanket. That makes sense. She probably has a caseworker too. Yep. She probably has a caseworker too. So they probably put on paper that she was released or something and has appointments somewhere, like where she lived 5 years ago. So I noticed after I went to the church that a phone call came in, and I was like, my first thought it was that it was Eversource. So I called it back. It's not. It's Man at Health. So Man at Health has no reason to be calling me, and Brian has no appointments there. So my thought is that this case manager that was told to set up a primary care physician for my husband actually went and tried to do it at Manit. And Manit knows he's not coming back there. Okay. Just, you go, are you in a pissing match with me now? Because you're going to get fired. You're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your 65 grand a year as a case manager, caseworker, whatever it's called. We don't live in Quincy. We're street homeless, and we don't sleep in Quincy. We don't spend days in Quincy. We don't eat our meals in Quincy. Even if he had to go because you're criminally insane, he has health insurance. Even if he had to go to another community health center, it's not going to be managed. We don't live in Quincy. We're talking about a medical provider. I did. I said to my husband, I go, really? Are you going to admit now that you're going to wage a war because you want him to be a drug addict? It's a pretty good admission. Isn't that what the business owners in New York were told? That's why these people are living on the street, because they're refusing services. Are they refusing housing? Could you imagine the day, right? You went to college, you got a job, right? And you go to take out a mortgage, and you're told that you have to attend classes. You have to be a direct referral from some place that's going to Nazi re-educate you into their system. You have to be channeled through a nonprofit to learn how to be a homeowner. It doesn't matter what your credit score is, what you have to put down. I was already told by the bank they already started doing it. They already started doing it. For an apartment, they wanted a co-signer, a third person, and then that person provides a year of their bank statements. Two words, roadway. Two words, roadway. I was explaining it to Brian. Do you have any idea what it's like? You've been going to this shelter since 2012, okay? You go in this shelter in 2023 and 2024, and you meet a group of people that are brand new. And one of them's going, I've been here for 6 months, like she is entitled to fucking housing, okay? And then you come back when that new building is built, and all of those people were put in those fucking studios, and Mary isn't in one. Do you have any idea what that's fucking like to see those people doing that? After meeting me, then while I'm sitting in the same shelter for an entire year, they start giving out studios in their new building in Brockton that are just like that. And then they try to sit, I'm told that I'm being submitted to go there. Then I'm told roadway. Maybe tomorrow morning when I wake up, the sky will be like completely just the most fuchsia color you ever seen in your fucking life, because it was pretty red this morning. Right in the microwave. What happened last night is because I ate some of these like candy bars, okay, because that's what's given to give to people. Um, it has so much sugar in it, and then this is what happened to me at CVS. I would assume that the coupon expired like the day before, and I didn't realize it. We had to buy $16 of food and beverage to get $2 off. Okay. So things I bought that I wouldn't have bought, like 2 of those protein cookies. Then I go up to a register, none of my shit's on the screen. None of it. And I look up on my phone and I see that I have extra bucks that isn't showing up on this thing. So I spend 17 something for no fucking reason. don't get $2 off. And then I eat 2 of those protein cookies. So when I woke up this morning, of course I had to urinate, but it wasn't as bad. That is why I'm not supposed to eat that stuff. Because lucky for me, what's coupled with it is it makes you wicked thirsty. Okay, you got to remember I have liver and kidney disease. It makes you wicked thirsty, and then you don't pee. They put in some sort of supposed to be stir fry that they were mixing up in one of those hotel rooms over at the Ramada Inn. Not it was coming from a restaurant. They put so much salt in it. They added sugar to it so they could put more salt in it. I explained it. My urine started to smell like nitrates. It never does that because of what they were feeding me there.